Hello, and happy Monday, everyone. We're going to wait a few minutes to see who's going to hop on. Hello. When you hop on, say hello in the chat so I know that you're here if you feel so inclined to do so. Yes, we had to postpone the live until today because my beautiful niece had a basketball game yesterday, and it was really exciting to get to be there for her, to root her on. She's absolutely incredible. And yeah, we balance it all the aspects of our lives, right? It's always about finding that balance, finding that equilibrium. And there's a lot of that energy going on right now in many, many ways. We are, of course, in the last couple days of March, you guys. And April is going to be such a powerful month. Hi, welcome to everyone who's hopping on. Say hello in the chat when you get here. Such a powerful month. So much that is recalibrating. Hello, Melody. Hello, Lainey. We're really opening up to and learning how to hold a much higher frequency of energy. I was just listening to something that resonated quite strongly, talking about how we're really moving into the fourth dimension this year, from which, of course, we will then be able to move more definitively into the fifth dimension, and that separation of the third and the fourth density as we move into that, and as we become adept at holding higher and higher frequencies of light as our bodies shift into these crystalline structures, these crystalline light bodies. Hello, Divine Feminine Rising. Hello, Arika. Oh, that's a beautiful name. I love it. So it's very exciting stuff, you guys, when we talk about the energy of the four and the building the foundation. It is our etheric bodies, the foundation of our etheric bodies, and our physicality as well that is shifting. So much that is shifting. And we're really going to be seeing those changes that have been in the etheric, really reflecting outward. And I'm going to talk about that. Hello, Third Eye Vision. Welcome. I'm going to talk about that more in the 4/4 Portal April Energies video. I did one with Pete on Empath Uprising that you guys can absolutely check out. And I'm going to be doing one for here either later today or tomorrow. That's going to be coming out. So we're going to get more into those energies. But today, as we often do, we're going to talk about the week ahead. There is a new wave spell that actually begins today. And I really apologize. I know that we have someone in this tribe who is a yellow warrior. That is their galactic tribe. And I actually totally missed the yellow warrior wave spell. When I realized that we were in it, we had like 5 days left, and I just haven't. It's a little difficult to keep up with everything right now. So like I said, it's that juggling, it's that balancing. So I do apologize for that. We've been in the yellow warrior wave spell over the past 13 days, right? Which is really that energy of questioning, that energy of fearlessness. And so if you have been in that period of questioning, if you have been looking more deeply into everything, searching for your own answers, coming to your own conclusions, and feeling that pull and that drive to be fearless and to explore your outer reality, you have been encompassing that power of the yellow warrior and right in line with those energies of that wave spell. And it was a perfect wave spell to lead up and to really begin and open up Aries season, right? Which is, of course, the season of the divine spiritual warrior. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Arby. Hello, Patty. Hello, Divine Feminine Rising. I would say Arby. I mean, my child is going to be a young man. So in the non-romantic sense, yes. In the romantic sense, we're a little bit past that searching phase at this point. Yes, everything in perfect divine timing, always, Patty, always. So we're really synchronizing with that divine timing, and thank you very much. And it is going to become more apparent. The wave spell that we've entered today is actually the red moon wave spell, which is really appropriate as we move toward that Aries new moon, and really embracing and stepping more definitively into these Aries energies as we have Mercury entering Aries, I believe. And we're going to be looking at the astrology chart a little bit as we go through today and this week's energies. But I do believe that Mercury Yes, Mercury has just entered Aries. And so our thoughts are aligning with the Aries energies as well, right? We are becoming bolder in our thinking. We are becoming more passionate in our thinking. We have that fire really igniting within the mind as well. And this can translate to communication, especially as if you guys haven't checked out the new moon in Aries video, I highly suggest that you guys do so, because this is the energy that we're really leading up to all week. We're seeing a lot of the astrological configurations gaining energy as we move through this week toward that new moon in Aries. It's a very powerful energy. And so, and of course, that red moon wave spell that starts today, really synchronizing us with these moon energies and these Aries energies. And the Aries season video just came out as well. So check that out too. But we're really looking at this energy of initiating, this energy of beginnings, this energy of creating, and this energy of really seeing what's working and what's not. And of course, this has been an ongoing energy that we've been in, where we're really sorting out what's meant to stay and what's meant to go. And as we move through this week, we're going to be seeing that energy particularly strongly when it comes to relationships. Today, actually, as we are filming this, we have Venus in conjunction with Saturn. And we actually have the moon moving into and becoming part of this conjunction as well. And Juno, the planet, the asteroid of partnership and marriage. So relationships are really heavy focus. When Saturn and Venus come into conjunction, it really is a reality check. It's a commitment check, right? We're at a point where we're really looking at our relationships. What's working, what's not, what's worth committing to, what it is that we have committed to that perhaps is not in alignment with our true desires. And with that moon coming into alignment today, our true desires and our emotional needs, above all else, are really coming into focus. So are our relationships meeting our needs? Are our partners meeting our needs? What is the type of relationship or partner that we're desiring? For those of us who are not in a romantic partnership, we may be thinking about that today. We may be getting a clearer picture of what it is that we need. And yes, this energy can also sort of filter out and affect any of our relationships. We can be looking at this. This is in the sign of Aquarius, right? Which is an energy of friends and networking. So we can't be looking at this in all areas, all types of relationships, and really making a deeper commitment to our relationship with ourselves as well. Really getting a reality check when it comes to our self-worth and when it comes to the ways that we exhibit this self-worth out in the world. So all of these things coming into focus today for us to look at. But like we said, especially when it does come to romantic partnerships with that Juno energy in there, it's a big reality checkpoint for that energy. And we are going to be dealing with these energies all the way into that new moon. So this is going to continue to be a theme. You'll see if you watch the new moon video, we talked about this energy in the new moon video. The moon's going to be very active this week. It's going to be making a lot of conjunctions as it moves on through toward the sun to line up with the sun for that new moon on the 1st of April. And so we're going to feel it in a few days here, coming into conjunction with Jupiter and Neptune, who are within a couple degrees of each other now. And we know the pinnacle of that energy hits on the 12th. And from the 8th to the 16th, we're going to be feeling they're going to be in conjunction all of that time. And yes, we are doing that group clearing of the healer's wound. If you guys want to join that, please look down in the description box below for information on how to do so. And we will be doing the new moon manifesting ceremony on Thursday night as well, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you who want to join that. The information for that is in the description box below as well. But the moon's moving through here. And so there's a lot of dreamy energy this week. There's a lot of highly creative energy. There's a great creative charge. And so if you are feeling inspired, really act upon that inspiration this week and really capitalize on that energy of Aries, especially with Mercury being in Aries as well. That energy of Aries that allows us to take that action and to have that inspiration and channel that into form. Remember, Aries, ruled by Mars, is very much our divine masculine energy. So working with and cultivating that divine masculine energy this week, as well as that divine feminine energy, because the moon represents that beautiful divine feminine between this red moon wave spell, between all of this new moon energy. There's a lot of moon. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of instinct, right? Us really getting in touch with our instinctual natures, getting in touch with our emotional natures, getting in touch with our needs. What it is, hello, Astrid, what it is that we truly need in order to feel okay, in order to feel supported, in order to blossom and to thrive and to continue to grow, because that is what we're doing. That is where our focus is. As we move through Aries season, how can I grow, right? How can I blossom? We also have Mercury in Aries coming into conjunction with Chiron this week and the sun. And this whole lineup we talked about as well in the new moon video, because this is going to be active during the new moon as well. We're going to be feeling these energies within a few degrees of each other. So there's a lot of healing that's coming up when it comes to our empowerment, when it comes to our ability to utilize our divine masculine energy, right? There's a deep healing of that energy. And of course, we know the most powerful way that the divine masculine energy is healed is through the divine feminine. And so bringing in that beautiful moon energy, that beautiful divine feminine energy to bring healing to that masculine energy. And with that Chiron, we are really going to be experiencing this profoundly, like we said, in these areas of Aries energy. Chiron has been in Aries for quite a while now. We had a huge surge of healing around this back in 2020 when Mars did his massive transit through the sign of Aries and made many connections with Chiron and Aries during that time. And so we may feel some of those energies coming back up. What were you going through at the end of 2020? When Mars spent this, it was almost a 6-month period in the sign of Aries, going retrograde there, passing back and forth through Chiron. What was instigated then? What was initiated then? What level of healing around your divine masculine energy, your ability to act, your ability to assert your will in the world, your ability to claim your power as a spiritual warrior? How was that activated? What was activated then? And is that energy coming back around? Right? Can you see the progress that you've made? Hello, ABC. Have you seen the progress that you've made since then? This may be a check-in point for those energies and a deepening of that healing. With this energy and Mercury involved here, like we talked about in the new moon in Aries video, there's going to be a powerful energy of using your spoken word for healing. So healing affirmations, reprogramming the belief systems through affirmations. All right, this can be very powerful. The words that we speak are creating our reality, and they are really able to provide powerful healing. And so this is a beautiful time to have healing conversations with others as well. We want to check in and be sure that we're not, that we're coming from a balanced energy with this Aries energy, right? We want to be assertive. We want to be able to be bold and have the courage to speak the truth that's in our hearts, but we don't want to be overbearing with it. And we want to make sure that our wounds aren't translating on our tongue in a way that is not giving us the kind of result that we're looking for, is, I guess, the way that we're going to put that, right? We want to have that balanced energy there, as always. Yes. Oh, beautiful divine feminine rising. So you can see a real shift in energies there. Make sure, especially if he happens to come back around. I don't want to jinx you by saying something like that, but yeah, that's a powerful contrast right there to see between what was happening then and what's happening now. Hello, McKenna, welcome. Hello, Patty. Venus depends in third gateway, fifth chakra. Throat combination today. Love this. Oh, I love you, Patty. I love it. Patty, you are amazing. I love all of your observations and the different ways that you share your experiences with these energies. You have some really powerful experiences. It's so wonderful to have you in this tribe. It's so wonderful to have all of you here today. I appreciate you all so much. You're so beautiful. So yeah, what were we talking about? The healing, right? Our ability to speak healing. Right? Our ability to translate our healing into words. And we really want to work also. Oh, hello, Vanessa. I don't think I said hello to you. We want to work also with this energy of I am. All right. So using those I am statements, really understanding the power that those statements have when we make that, when we use that word definitively, and we create the reality that goes along with that. All right, what do we want to pull for cards today? I was thinking about the what is this deck called? The Light Seers Tarot Clear. Well, I was getting ready for this live, so we'll start out with some tarot for this week ahead, and then we'll move through some other things maybe. Hello, beautiful Carla. Oh yes, how is it in West Virginia right now? This next month, you guys, is going to be so important for us to get out in nature as much as possible to really allow this development of our crystalline light bodies, right? To really get in tune with nature. And it's going to facilitate, it's going to assist, I should say, in helping us find that equilibrium. Yeah, it's still kind of cold here too, Carla. Warming up though. We're moving in an upward trend. Which is going to allow us both, right, to get out in nature more. I'm really looking forward to that because the sun is going to be so healing. The earth is going to be so healing. Really, nature is going to be supporting us in this evolution of our physical and light bodies. And we're going to be supporting her too, right? It's a symbiotic relationship. So really throughout March, spending as much time outside as possible. And we got the Tower coming out first, you guys. So this week, there are going to be lots of revelations, lots of change is what I'm feeling with this. Lots of change in the air. But look at that. In this card, this is new growth. All right. This is not a destructive looking energy. Like, yes, there is destruction. We got the light. We got the lightning bolt. Right. But there is also creation. There is so much creation happening. And so this is that energy. And I think this came up in the Aries season video or the new moon video. This energy has been very prevalent for us. The Tower, the energies of change, calling transformation and transmutation. That's what we called that card in the other reading that we did. And you know what I'm noticing now, which is really interesting, is we have this squirrel here looking up at the lightning. And he's got his nuts that he's collected here. All right. And so it's kind of like what I'm feeling is like, in many ways, we've been like the squirrel, squirreling away our resources, right? Kind of biding our time, perhaps working on whatever it is that we needed to work on. And now all of a sudden, I feel like for some of us, this is like something we've been anticipating and hoping for, a change or a transformation that we've been asking for or desiring, even though the way it comes in may be a bit shocking this week. For others, it's almost like it sort of feels like maybe we have been carefully crafting this reality. And then all of a sudden, something just comes in, right? These divine forces of nature come in and they really just kind of crumble everything that we've been working on and send us in a completely new direction. And this has been happening for a lot of us, right? We really thought our lives were headed in one direction, had one trajectory. And then all of a sudden, everything changed, right? Almost in the blink of an eye. And so I am feeling that kind of energy. But this squirrel to me in this picture, I don't get a feeling of frenzy. I don't get a feeling of worry. It's more like to me, the squirrel feels like he's just observing. He's like, all right, yep. Okay, so I thought this tree was my home. The lightning's striking now. I don't know really what's going to happen from here, but that's okay. I prepared. You know, I'm feeling capable, right? Because with this Aries energy that we've been talking about, our divine masculine energy that we've been refining, right? We are in this energy now where we know that we can handle whatever comes our way, right? We have that unshakable faith and confidence in both ourselves and in spirit, right? Everything that is happening for my highest good. That's the energy that I'm feeling from the squirrel right now. That's the energy that we want to cultivate this week. If unexpected things happen, if transformations occur, understand that everything that is happening, all of the change, anywhere where we're being asked to let go, anywhere that we're being asked to shift gears, right? It's all happening for our highest good, and it's all part of our transformation. It is ushering in. I mean, look at all these butterflies. All right, monarchs. I feel like I want to point out specifically that they're monarch butterflies, which may be relevant for somebody, right? They are shifting. It's like if you look in the background here, there's a literal portal, it looks like, behind this tree here. So we're really shifting into a whole new reality, I feel like, as we move into this first week, which is bringing us into that first week of April, right? This coming week that we're in right now. Really shifting us into a whole new dimension of consciousness, a whole new dimension of ourselves and our reality. And so we're being asked to go along for the ride, all right? And to resist as little as possible. I love you guys. Oh, I love you guys. So we have Temperance and the Six of Pentacles coming out. So this energy of balance that we were talking about, right? This energy of balance, patience, and fairness. That's what I'm feeling from these cards right here. So it feels like there is an energy of balance coming into our lives. There's an energy of, yeah, this just really looks and feels to me like the divine confirming that the divine is at work in your life right now. Whatever is going on in your reality is divinely guided. It's like, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but this Temperance, as they always are, right, is an angel. All right. But he's an angel that balances the dark and the light. You see, there's a sun and a moon there. There's that new moon energy, right? The sun conjunct the moon. He knows how to balance these energies. The energies of the dark and the energies of the light. And I feel like that's what's happening for many of us too, is we are really bridging our light and our darkness over this next week. We're coming into a symbiosis, a balance where that's concerned. And there's beautiful gifts. And it's like, I really feel like what they're wanting to remind us of, you see the 8 in the background here behind these pentacles? Everything is like, we experience infinite abundance. Everything in our lives, we are infinite. And so this week we're wanting to be reminded, or we are being reminded of the fact that we are infinite, of the fact that abundance exists infinitely. But do you see here the giving and the receiving is in balance? So this week we're being asked to look at, do we give and receive in balance? Right? Is there an area where we could use a little more work? Could we learn how to be a bit more giving this week? Could we learn how to receive a bit more gracefully? Right? There's a lot of us who are really good at giving, but we're not necessarily so good at receiving. All right. So are you able to receive? Because there are definitely, I feel like Spirit really wants us to know and understand that this is a blessing. Whatever is happening in your week is the answer to your prayers, even if you don't recognize it, or there's a solution is being provided. Something is happening for you, not to you, but for you, in order to bring through what it is that will truly, in order to bring balance into your life, wherever it is that balance is necessary, and in order to bring more stability and more, it's like don't worry. We'll go back to the nuts analogy, right? Don't worry about these 2 nuts here. There's more where that came from. All right. Your nuts want to multiply this week. All right. But you have to be open. And there is an energy of patience here. There's an energy, and I feel like really more than anything, what they've been saying is like, some people this week are being rewarded for their patience. Because perhaps you hear the word patience, and this would be especially relevant, is say you hear me say the word patience, and you're like, Jesus, I've been patient. I've been patient for years, right? What's that term? Patiently waiting, right? And so the waiting part is where the issue was, actually. That's just as a side note. But yeah, patience is paying dividends. But it's like true patience. Have you been patiently waiting? Have you been patiently impatient? Or have you been truly patient? Then we got the Empress, right? So here are the fruits, everything coming together. That's that new cycle. Yeah. And that looks, we got the moon up there, right? That could be the full moon, or that could be the new moon. And there's a lot of earth healing. We're talking about the earth healing, right? I'm noticing this line of energy moving from the moon to the planet. And how she's holding that planet in her womb, right? So this is confirming these energies that we have entering the planet right now. These energies that we are assisting and grounding into the planet. We are the midwives of this new earth. We are the mothers birthing this new world. Yeah, a lot of powerful planetary. I mean, look at this. We got the sun, the moon, the earth, the moon again. There's a lot of planetary action going on in these cards. I think these are probably, I mean, this isn't a planetary deck, so we're not going to have all the planetary energies, but there are a lot of planetary energies coming out in the cards today. So it's really, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Really driving home that energy of pay attention to the planets this week and what they're doing. Know that they are creating alignments in conjunction with your guides, your angels, your intentions, and your attention. And where it is that that's being focused is bringing through really beautiful blessings. But those blessings may come in the form of letting go, right? Of closures, of things being removed, of apparent chaos, but it is ordered chaos. Know that it is ordered chaos, and don't let yourself get caught up in that chaotic energy. Keep your center strong. Oh yeah, if you're noticing those repeat numbers, definitely look into those. Your angels are speaking to you over time, Michelle, and welcome, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of closures, but this is also things coming full circle. That's what this feels like. Things coming full circle. Things really coming to fruition. For some people, it's like this tower already happened, but now you're seeing why. Now the rest of the story plays out, and you realize and you understand how that was a blessing. Yeah, then we got the Lovers and the Queen of Wands, but we got the Lovers inverted here. And I don't necessarily always read reversals, right? But we got the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck too, with the Four of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Cups. And so what I'm really feeling, this is playing into the relationship energies that we were talking about, where we're breaking free from any of these relationships that were not what they seemed, where we realized that we were not able to fully be who we needed to or wanted to be, right? We weren't fully able to be ourselves, to express ourselves. We weren't fully supported, right? Our passion, our fire was not fully supported. And so anywhere where we were kind of holding on, right? We were holding on, we were stuck. There was this deceptive energy where we were deceiving ourselves, perhaps even. Oftentimes, right? Deception comes in many forms. We're able to see through that and release that as we move through this energy. And that's what brings in the blessings once again. We're not waiting anymore, right? Moving out of this energy of waiting to an energy of healing. Yeah, so we're really seeing and understanding. It's like here, I feel it's like us gaining the power, right? We're gaining the power. where we might have been giving our power away, we're now able to take that power back. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful experience. It's not a, it's like, I feel like it's like a shift in power. It's a shift in power from giving our power away to taking and owning that. Owning our light. For some people, this is also, if you've been separated for a time, it's really taking your energy and your light back, where it was that you were still lending your energy and light to somebody. Exactly, Michelle. Yep. Yeah. That's this energy. That's this energy. Right. A lot of us, we fall in love with potential. That is one of that's the double-edged sword, right? Of being empaths, of being highly sensitives, of being able to see the potential and the light in everyone, right? We fall in love with people's potential instead of their current reality. And I've been there many, many times. And so now it's just like, this is like the joy coming back. Like, look how joyful she looks. So this is that joy, that light coming back as we learn how to light ourselves up. All right. And so it's like a celebratory energy. It's not a heavy energy. Because that's what I was getting to before. Is like the pain has already happened. Right? The sadness has already happened. All of that heart-wrenching energy, that has been ongoing. All right. So now it's like the healing is coming in. And that's what a lot of us, it's like we get stuck in these situations, right? And we don't realize, we think that the most painful part is going to be the leaving. But we don't realize that the staying was what caused all the pain. As soon as we're able to let go, as soon as we're able to release ourselves, the pain is really over. All right. Yes, there's perhaps a sadness, there's perhaps a grieving period, but the bulk of the pain was in the staying. And the staying where we no longer belonged. All right. And that's going to be true for many of us in whatever aspect of our lives right now. This change and transformation is coming through. It's kind of that energy of overstaying our welcome, staying past the expiration date. Where in our lives have we stayed past the expiration date? All right. And are we ready now to move on? Are we ready to move forward? Because there's something really beautiful waiting. We get the Page of Cups, right? So there's also new love waiting for those who are ready to move on from that which is no longer working, which is really beautiful. Yeah, I felt compelled to pull from the top of the deck here. We got the Queen of Cups, right? This is that beautiful open heart center. This is us really connecting with our beautiful divine feminine wisdom and compassion. This is surrendering, right? This is when we learn how to allow our emotions to work for us instead of against us. All right, that's what the Queen of Wands does in this card. Yes, the pain does change us, right? And once that metamorphosis, once that change is complete, then it's time to move on, right? The pain changes us in a good way, oftentimes, right? But if we allow ourselves to get stuck in it, then that's when it becomes harmful. So there's this beautiful, beautiful emotional rebirth that I feel happening for people. Yeah. And all new energy of strength, right? A brand new strength. This is emotional strength. This is heart strength. This is strength in vulnerability. Right? But we can be strong and vulnerable without allowing ourselves to be taken advantage of. Right? This is like, hello, Pamela. This is like the empath coming into her power. His power. Right? Take it whichever way. Remember, we're not gender specific when we're doing these readings. This is the empath coming into their power, coming into their strength. learning how to work with the emotions in a positive way, learning how to work with the mind in a positive way. Yes, absolutely. Breaking all codependency, Patty. Yes. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, Michelle, we just got to allow other people to have their path, even if that path is destructive to themselves, right? And we can love them, but we can let them have that journey. Because if they're still on that journey, there's a reason. All right. Actually, I want to pull a Priestess of the Light card. And then I think I'm going to pull some Moonology cards. So let's get a card from the Priestess of Light Oracle. There. All right. What guidance do we have for all of our beautiful priests and priestesses here? From the Priestess of Light. What messages do we have as we navigate this coming week? One more shuffle. Oh, all right. That was definitive. We have harvest coming out, gathering of blessings. And look, she is peeling that corn. All right. I had to make sure it's not a banana. That is corn. All right. Which is, of course, a representative of abundance. And this is card number 44. Right. 4-4. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, balance, which we were also talking about, right? Stability, standing firm. And underneath that, wings of light, becoming something new. But let's read about this harvest here. So this is that energy of the blessings coming in, right? Let's see here. The priestess of the harvest gazes at an ear of corn with great reverence and appreciation for the sacred sustenance. The cause, the seeds, along with the effect, the nourishing food, coexist right in her hands, a tribute to the bounty and blessings of Mother Earth. The priestess knows that her own efforts and intentions are part of the ongoing abundance that nature provides. When you receive this card, you are being put on notice that your harvest is coming. There's a project or goal to which you have devoted much effort and attention, and you are about to reap the rewards. Is this not beautiful confirmation for what we were just saying? You have planted your intentions with care and taken the action needed to tend the seeds and cause them to thrive. So if you haven't already seen the fruits of your labor growing in your life, be aware of the potential bountiful results about to come your way. And if there is some work yet to be done, consider the best course of action and make that a priority. Remember, too, the simultaneity of cause and effects. Even as you are harvesting the blessings of past actions, you are planting the seeds of future outcomes. So as you ready yourself for the coming harvest, also know that your sacred appreciation for the gifts you're receiving will be seeding the energetic fields with even more joyous results. And the affirmation is, I work joyously on the goals that I am planting now, and I appreciate all the support and sustenance that the universe has to offer. So that is beautiful confirmation, right? Whatever it is that you have been working on, it is coming full circle. It is coming to fruition. Your patience is paying off. All right. But continue putting in the work in the meantime. That's the mistake that a lot of us make, right? Is we put in all this consistent work and effort, but then right before, it's like, I wanted to say right before the fat lady sings, right? Right before it's about to pay off, we start getting tired. We start getting frustrated because we are not seeing what it is that we expected to see manifest yet, right? We don't have the confirmation yet. And so sometimes we give up, and that's one version of what we mean when we say giving up right before the miracle happens. So don't give up before the miracle happens. Your blessings are on the way, but it's not like, yes, there is some divine energy coming through here, but this is like the blessings that you've earned. the harvest that you've earned because of the work that you've put in. All right, so give yourself credit for that as well. Stand strong, continue to act in balance, right? Continue to live in balance. Continue to hold that balance within. Continue to stand your ground. Continue to move forward. And always be willing to shift and change. And it's interesting how these two cards look together here. Isn't it? Facing in two different directions here. It's almost like out of the stillness, and by stillness, I don't mean not doing any work, right? We said we're continuing to move forward. But in this stability, in this stillness, in this firmness, this centeredness, out of that, all of a sudden erupts something brand new. But it couldn't have happened if we did not have the follow through, if we did not have the ability to continue to stay rooted and grounded and firm in what it is that we wanted and desired, what it is that we believed. But it's almost like once we gain that level of stability, all of a sudden something new is birthed from that. And it happens in the blink of an eye. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to make sense. 22 watching. Yes. Love it. Love those numbers. Exactly, Pamela. Oh, your mother's heavenly birthday. Oh, that's beautiful, Michelle. And a beautiful, beautiful heavenly birthday to her. Yeah, we are just, there's just this powerful energy of transformation for each and every single one of us. This beautiful transformation that's occurring. But like we said, none of the blessings coming in for us right now are coming in by accident. They're coming in because we've earned them. Because we worked hard for them. Because we showed up over and over again for ourselves, for each other. Right? Because we did the hard work, because we faced the things we didn't want to face. Because we healed the things that were easier to bury. Right? We brought them to light. Clear. So there's this beautiful energy, but there's this energy reminding us, don't fight the transformation. I just heard don't fight the moonlight in my head, which is like, that's like from an old Can't Fight the Moonlight. What was that? Coyote Ugly, that movie. Do you guys remember that song? But it's like, yeah, don't fight the moonlight. Don't fight the transformation. Don't fight. It's like this firmness, but there's a softness too. So learning how to be firm and soft at the same time. Learning how to be fixed and yet also mutable. All right, what energies do we have from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle? We have new moon in Leo, shine with first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Interesting. So we got a lot of Leo energy coming out for us. So we're really being guided to step into our light as we move through this next week as well. To really, and look at all the sunflowers here, which to me represent new beginnings. So there's a lot of this beautiful energy of things being birthed, things being started, initiated, created. But there's this beautiful energy. So it's like this combination, right? And this is where this balance energy comes in. This week, there's so much of balancing polarities, right? Of finding that middle ground, right? Like we're being we're being told to shine, but also to be humble, right? So where is that balance, right? That balance of knowing that we are absolutely special and unique, but at the same time, knowing that we're no better or worse than anybody else, that everybody else is equally special and unique, right? Finding that balance of, it's like the balance of the ego. And notice we got the moon fully half and half, dark and light. So really working on that balance of our dark and light energies this week, right? And the portal, look at this portal that's being created underneath this moon. I'm telling you guys, this week is like a portal into a whole new dimension of ourselves, of our consciousness, of our expression on this planet, on this earth. So it's like this beautiful humility that is not, it's like we're learning the true meaning of humility, right? Yeah, I love that. Blessed by the best. Hello, beautiful. The middle path, right? The true meaning of humility, which doesn't make me any more or any less than you. All right? Which allows me to be special, to shine in my own beautiful way. But to know that my shine, well, I was going to say doesn't enhance or diminish, but it does enhance, right? When I shine, it enhances everyone around me and helps them to shine more brilliantly. It never diminishes anyone else. All right, that's a lie that we've been fed, right? That's one of those lies that we believe that keeps us from stepping fully into our light. We don't want to diminish somebody else by shining too brightly. And it's like now we're understanding how we are enhancing them more when we allow ourselves to shine. All right. And we're not confusing humility with humiliation anymore. All right. And this is also what this feels like to me, really, for a lot of people, is this understanding of the ego too. Right. Because there's a lot of energy when you move into spirituality, right? There's a lot of people who talk about the ego like it's the enemy, where we are in this battle. We feel like we're in this battle with our ego, right? But our ego is not something that's meant to be battled. Our ego is meant to be our assistant. All right. It's meant to aid us in this journey. Our ego is necessary. Our ego is what differentiates me from you. My ego is what keeps me alive, right? Our ego can be our asset. Our ego can be our friend. And our ego, contrary to what some people may believe, can grow with us. It can evolve as we evolve, if we allow it to. And so it's about understanding that too. It's about befriending your ego. All right. And learning how to differentiate, because a lot of us, if we've been so indoctrinated and so trained by ourselves, by other people in our lives, by past experiences, right? To believe that, to feel anytime we compliment ourselves, anytime we commend ourselves for something, we instantly think, "Ooh, was that egocentric of me? Ooh, sorry, was that my ego? Oh, not to make myself sound like whatever." You know what I mean? Like we can't just pat ourselves on the back without feeling guilt about it. Like it's it's an excessive toxic pride or something. All right. So we're learning how to move out of that energy and know that like it's okay to shine. And we can be humble without having to dim ourselves back down, right? Humility doesn't mean I dim myself back down. Humility doesn't mean I am afraid to say good things about myself because I don't want you to think that I think too highly of myself. What is thinking too highly of yourself, right? That the only way that you could possibly do that is when you put yourself above everybody else, right? But knowing and appreciating yourself for the beautiful being that you are, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not toxic ego. All right. Saying, wow, I did a really great job today. That's not a toxic ego thing. And so it's like learning how to differentiate between those things, I think, is going to be really helpful for people, and something that we're going to be learning as we move through this energy. And that's part of this healing of our masculine energy too, right? And this, all right, I don't want to sound like I'm stereotyping or anything like that, but this is an example where we can see masculine and feminine energies, right? And so there is sort of this traditional belief, and I have seen that in effect to a certain extent sometimes in the lives of people, right? Where when it comes to like professional workplaces and stuff like that, when it comes to different things, a lot of times masculine energy is more confident saying like, I did a good job, or pointing out the things that they did well. All right. And so we see this in a, say like in a career setting where it helps with advancement, right? When you're confident enough to say, hey, so I did this, this, and this. I really excel at this. This is where I stepped up, and, you know, and really point out the good things that you're doing, right? Masculine energy traditionally oftentimes is really good at that. And it's an important skill for us all to learn. And that can be done in a balanced way where it's not bragging, right? It's simply stating the facts. It's simply bringing light to the things that you're doing well so that you can receive what you deserve, right? So that those efforts can be appreciated. If we're too demure and too quiet and too afraid to point out where we're excelling, where we're doing well, others may not recognize it either. All right. And so this is the kind of energy that's like that confident. That's that confident masculine energy. The kinds of things that we're learning how to cultivate is where we can say those things. And we don't have to do it from the standpoint of like, now tell me how amazing I am. You know, it's just like we're doing it just to allow it to be known, to allow it to be seen. And we're able to admit those things to ourselves as well. Right. Without then beating ourselves up and saying, wow, that was too boastful of you. That was too proud of you. That was too egocentric. You know, we're making ourselves feel too special. You are special. Own that. All right. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Well, I mean, Pippi, hello, beautiful. It's all an illusion, right? It's all an illusion in its own way. And what Bakuden, hello. Hello. I wanted to welcome you as well. I saw you. I noticed you on there. All right. Let's see what else Clear wants to come out for the week ahead. Exactly, Eliza. Knowing our worth, believing in our worth is healthy. Building ourselves up, right? Think about it. Oh, I love you, Michelle. I can't wait to give you a reading. I would love that. So what was I just saying, you guys? I just love you so much. That's why I try not to read too many of the comments as we're going here, because you're just so awesome. I get so distracted. But really knowing our worth, owning our worth, patting ourselves on the back. That's where I was going with this. You know, like we will build our friends up all day. You know, I'll say so-and-so is amazing. You know, you do this, you do that so well. So-and-so is incredible. Like I will tell other people. And I don't think badly of myself for that. I don't think, wow, was I saying too many good things about my friend? Right? About this person that I admire. That doesn't even cross my mind, right? And a lot of times we'll do that for our friends because we know that they may not do it for themselves, even though they should, right? And so it's that kind of an energy. Like if I don't feel guilty doing that for a friend, why do I feel guilty doing that for myself? Why do I feel guilty building myself up? Then we have the full moon in Gemini coming out. Embrace the flow of life. And this is that energy too, where we're saying, don't fight the moonlight. Don't fight the tower, right? Don't fight the transformation. Don't fight where it is that the divine is taking you, even if it's not where you thought you wanted to go. All right. It's a lot of times we think we know the destination, but we don't. We have no idea where it is that we're actually headed, which is a good thing because we might resist even more if we did know. And ultimately, that could be the place that's going to bring us the most fulfillment. All right, what do we have here? And the last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less, feel more. All right. And which is interesting that came out with Gemini, right? Which is an energy that is traditionally very talkative. All right. And so it's really, we're being asked to really surrender to the moonlight this week, to the transformation, to our emotions, to our intuition, to our instinctual selves, where it is that they're guiding us, how it is that they're speaking to us. It feels like we're really being guided as well this week to speak to others, not only with our words, but through our energy, through our actions, right? Remember, Aries is all about action. All right. So how can we allow our actions to speak for us? How can we differentiate where there is a time where we need to speak and where there is a time where we need to act? Right? Where is it where that phrase, actions speak louder than words? Where are your actions required? And where are your words required? Do you know the difference between the two? If you are feeling confused, are you able to go within? This is going to be a test this week as well, this energy of if you are feeling this confusion, if you are feeling any type of way, right? Are you able to go within to find the answers that you're looking for? I feel like there's definitely this energy of illumination. Right, the moon brings illumination. We're building up towards that powerful conjunction of Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces, right? So these Piscean energies are flowing in. There's a lot that's being activated within us. We're being guided. But we want to make sure that we are really embracing the guidance and taking the time to integrate it. Yeah, so it's like releasing control. There's going to be a big aspect, which is interesting, right? As we're working with this divine masculine as well as feminine energy, right? So there is this energy of taking action, like we said, but it's action, but surrender sometimes is the action that we're going to be guided to take this week. So can we recognize when it is that surrender is the action that is most beneficial for us at this time? And can we recognize all the different ways that surrender looks? All right, because surrender doesn't just always look like one thing. What is your personal surrender this week? We're all being asked to surrender in some very personal way. For some of us, it's surrendering to our dreams. It's surrendering to our light. It's surrendering to our beauty. For others, it's surrendering to a change. It's surrendering to a transformation. Right? It's surrendering perhaps to an action that we've been dragging our feet on taking, that it's time to take, right? A choice that it's time to make. There's all different ways. Surrendering to this new you, to this new aspect of your energy, of your essence. Surrendering to this energy of receptivity. Surrendering to your blessings. Like I said, it's going to look a whole lot of different ways for a whole lot of different people. So where is it this week that you are being guided to surrender? Hello, Amber. Hello, wonderful to see you, beautiful. Hello, Valoria. Knowing who we are, that is a lifelong journey, my friend. And the fun thing about knowing who we are, right, is as soon as we think we've got it figured out, it changes. And that's what's happening for a lot of people. That's what's been happening. And we're really seeing that's where some of the surrender comes in for some people this week. is where who we thought we were is shifting and changing again. Can we surrender to that? Can we surrender to the not knowing, to the unknown? Clear. Can we surrender to the flow of life? Remember, embrace the flow of life. We're going to pull a crystal card for what guidance from the crystals. What crystals want to assist us as we move through this coming week? What crystals want to lend their energy to us? All right. Green calcite coming out here. Letting go. There's that surrender piece right there again. Green calcite wanting to assist us in letting go. And this is letting go on a heart level too, right? That green ray is all about the heart chakra. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have sugar light, the inner child. And so if you're looking for healing and reconnection with your inner child this week, sugar light is a great crystal to work with. Well, we're going to read about green calcite here. Go. And as we read, I'm going to hold up this crystal for you, taking the light language, taking the activation from this card as I read to you about green calcite. And I read to you the message from the Master Crystal Deva of green calcite. Kalelem says, for too long, you have looked back over a shoulder that was turned forward in choice. Enter now my compassionate and loving embrace. Take the hand of the Lady Master Kuan Yin and judge yourself not. The time has come to let go with joy. Only then can a new cycle be born. Let me aid you to the space of calm healing, soothing all that is in our path. I am gentle, bringing safety and reassurance. I will sail with you upon the sea of healing with the minimum of pain. I am like ice in the ocean, flowing and smooth. Feel my cooling hand lift the weight from your shoulders and help reestablish you in the world. Come, journey on the dragonfly's back. Be by my side, a cycle has been reborn. Regret nothing. Forgive all and be free to receive your creations through the ever-patient and accepting eye of love's eternal storm. Walk your path of realization in the starry sea of the universal breath. And I love this because this is once again a reminder, like we said, the pain is not in the letting go. The pain is in the holding on. All right, so are you ready to give yourself permission to release your pain? There was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember now. So we'll keep going. We'll see if it pops back up. Let's see. Green calcite, with its remarkable clarity and soft mint green hue, helps anchor this characteristic of oneness into the heart, carrying all it finds there into the now. All right, let me back up a second, you guys, because I want to read this too. All calcites are excellent at facilitating the management of multiple realities or levels of being into oneness. And it's interesting because we had Herkimer Diamond oneness underneath the Sugar Light card. All right, so really working with that energy of integrating, right? Integrating all of the aspects and facets of the self, of the multidimensional self. Green calcite, with its remarkable clarity and soft mint green hue, helps anchor this characteristic into the heart, carrying all it finds there into the now. Guided by an open heart and universal mind, in green calcite's embrace, movement through new territory becomes a fearless and calm process. So there we go. That's the energy of moving into the unknown. Green calcite here to assist us as well as we move into this unknown, uncharted territory. Oh, and what I was going to say was this new moon ends at, I believe it's 10 degrees. Let me double check here. Yeah, 10 degrees of Aries. All right, and so that 0 to 9 degrees of Aries, if you guys watch the Aries season video, is very important because we're going to have Jupiter retrograding along those first 9 degrees of Aries. And so what we're initiating right now is going to be supported by Jupiter as Jupiter retrogrades and then goes direct over this area, Jupiter is going to move across to 9 degrees, go retrograde, move back into Pisces a little bit, back through those last degrees of Pisces and those first 9 degrees of Aries again after the retrograde period has ended, and bring blessings through that whole time, bring more expansion in this Aries energy. All right. And so think about what you're initiating as we're moving through this week, coming up to that new moon. And really with that new moon, planting those intentions firmly. Like I said, join us for the manifesting ceremony if you want. The information's in the description box below. And then watch as those energies continue to be transformed as we move through this year. It's going to be right around December 21st, I believe, that winter solstice, that we're going to have Jupiter moving through those final degrees again. All right, so it's a big, big, beautiful energy, and all the exact dates of that are in the Aries season video for those of you who are interested and curious. Well done is better than well said. Waya, I love that. And hello, beautiful. Yes, exactly. That sums it up perfectly. All right, so getting back to this here. Green calcite is a crystal of letting go. I'm going to hold it up again for you guys. She enters the mind with her healing, cooling, and calming vibration and melts away any attachments to old ways and situations. Then creates a calm and centered space for the rebuilding and manifestation of new paths in life. Right? And like we said, from that calm, centered stillness, that's when the new version of us bursts forth, right? That's when the new creation is birthed. Though she is able to stimulate change by herself, often in Atlantis, powerful manifestation crystals, such as ruby, garnet, and topaz, followed green calcite with potent life-changing results. Green calcite holds the sacred vibration of Lady Kuan Yin and Lady Pallas Athena, a perfect match to their glorious light and lessons. It will link you powerfully. Green calcite is the most calming and cooling of all the green minerals, able to settle heated anger and powerfully calm the nerves. All right, so this is going to be really helpful as we move through this powerful burst of Aries energy in keeping that balance, right? Keeping that harmonization energy. She is a relaxant and will help in all forms of stress and its related illnesses, especially in the digestive system. All conditions of mental rigidity or attachment, such as arthritis, tendinitis, ligament damage, and spinal trouble, are greatly helped. Green calcite is one of the few minerals that, as a liquid crystal, can be placed topically on burns with great confidence. Interesting. Time to cut the ties and release yourself forward. Every day in life is a challenge of integration and growth. That which is not recognized is left awaiting our return to deliver its important lessons and messages. I'm going to read that again. That which is not recognized is left awaiting our return to deliver its important lessons and messages. Remember, all in our world is valid and has purpose. The time has come to heal and forgive yourself into wholeness, where you can see the totality of you and your creations. Green calcite calls forward the parts left behind in moments where we feared or allowed unrealized power, love, and or wisdom to direct us. From that moment forward, your life has not been your own, tainted by the influence of another person, job, place, or circumstance. Letting go is not the loss of anything. In truth, it is the rediscovery of you and your path in the world, untainted and whole. Forgive, love, and heal. When the mind perceives the end, the spirit is just beginning. Journey on. I'm going to read that again too, because that was powerful. When the mind perceives the end, the spirit is just beginning. When the mind perceives the end, the spirit is just beginning. Journey on. And the affirmation is, I am free in the now. Ooh, I love that, you guys. And that was this, like what we just read for the healing journey today. That's what was embodied when we were talking about this card. All right, that's the freedom. That's the reclaiming of our light, of our joy, right? Where we free ourselves of the shackles of the things that we've allowed to hold us back. And we step forward on our own course. All right, and I think that what I want to do today, instead of a blessing card, because Kuan Yin was mentioned here multiple times, I want to close with a Kuan Yin oracle card for today. Then we got the Charoite. That came through last week. Check that out in the video for last week. That was on the bottom of the deck as I shuffled there. Where's my Kuan Yin Oracle? Yeah, we're going to get some closing guidance for this week for today's reading. Clear from Kuan Yin. Yes, journey on. Exactly. Surf's up, ride the wave, as my friend Glenn used to say. Elle still does say. All right, Kuan Yin, what closing guidance, what closing message do you have for us as we move forward into Aries season, into this first week of April, toward this powerful new moon in Aries? All right, very clear and definitive. We have weave the golden future, or weave the future golden, excuse me. And this is card number 44 too, you guys. All right, that is really interesting. This 44, this 4-4 energy, right? Keeps coming through for us. So let's see what this 4-4 card has to say. Yes, the goddess of compassion. Exactly. Beautiful divine feminine energy here. And we're talking about all of this divine masculine energy, right? And we talked about how do we heal the divine masculine with the divine feminine and vice versa, right? Something good is coming your way, you guys. Come on. The blessings are really coming through. And we're going to talk about this in the 4-4 portal video too, because a very strong message that I got with that 4-4 portal is that which has been in the ethereal is now moving into the physical. All right, the things we couldn't see, when we talk about how the spirit weaves and works in the unseen, that unseen is coming into form, right? It is being seen. The intangible is becoming tangible. This message just keeps coming out over and over and over again. If somebody's winning the lottery or something, let me know. Kuan Yin urges you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for you that will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. Beautiful. I love it. Do you know how much the divine wishes to support and assist you in living your heart's truth this lifetime? Kuan Yin, with grace and compassion, wishes to help you ascend to the next level of your life expression so that your soul light may shine more brightly on the planet and help you and other beings to live with more heart and less fear. It's tying everything together. I love how this works. You can choose to live a life infused with the golden energy of peace, prosperity, joy, and creativity. A future so golden is being woven into your present moment now, like a tapestry with the choices and actions that you make in this moment. You call into being the divine golden tapestry of future bliss. Clever you. Kuan Yin is aware that there are opportunities and assistance waiting for you in your future embodiment. She wishes to assist you in drawing those future gifts into the present moment, where they can be of most use to you. This oracle indicates that there is something special waiting in the wings for you. And if you wish to do so, you can receive healing and elevate your vibration so that you are able to receive it more readily. This energy of receiving coming through again too, right? Becoming that vibrational match. If you have been holding a secret wish in your heart, perhaps to publish a book, be a healer, which you already are, to teach or write or to sing, to attract a loving soulmate partnership, or to spiritually awaken at a deeper level. These are all just examples, right? Take a moment to feel what it would be like for your heartfelt wish to manifest right now. Can you imagine the joy of it? Can you also allow for that joy to be such a normal, ordinary occurrence that it could be a part of your life right now? This is how you begin to weave that manifestation into this moment. Be bold. Dream big and imagine what it would feel like to live your dreams. Can you begin to cultivate these feelings now, irrespective of whether you see the manifestation in physical form or not as yet? Sitting with joy in your heart, whether it relates to something specific or not, right? Just that joy alone, that vibration is all you need. It is magnetic to the good that the universe wishes to deliver to you now. It is like switching your inner light on a higher voltage so the special opportunities perfect for you can find their way to you more swiftly. And if your great good comes in an unexpected form but still feels wonderful, accept it. Your future golden will come into your life in the most beautiful ways. And usually, if it is not exactly as we imagined it, it is even more perfect for us. Boom. That's it, you guys. Just summed it all up perfectly. It's going to be a really powerful week. I'm so excited. Oh, beautiful, McKenna. Yes. Oh, you guys are amazing. It's going to be an amazing week. I'm so grateful. Hello, Eliza. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you. I cannot wait to see what develops. Hello, Evelyn. As we move through this next week, keep me posted. Let me know if these blessings are coming in for you guys. Let me know what they are. All right. I want to share in this joy with you. I am so excited. So work on just rewatch the reading. Everything that we talked about, guaranteed. This is what's going to help to facilitate this process of bringing those blessings in, right? This process of letting go, this process of stepping into our light more powerfully, of embracing and moving with the flow of life, surrendering to the transformation. All right. It's all coming in for us. Have that patience, have that faith, continue to move forward as you are guided. All right. And surrender wherever it is that you're being asked to surrender this week. Just surrender, let go. It's like as soon as we let go, that's when it comes in. That's what it feels like to me. All right. I love you, Carla. You're amazing. You're all so amazing. Oh, I love that, Amber. Beautiful. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Pippi, McKenna. Yes. Oh, yeah, it is, right? And we start next month right now. All right. We don't have to wait. We can step into that energy right now. The energy of now kept coming up in this reading over and over and over again, right? And that's an energy that the crystal that we're working with this week, what was it, green calcite, helps us to step into as well. Step into full presence, step into full joy, step into your full light. All right, express that in the world. Really connect with your inner self, connect with your inner realm, your inner world. And connect with your outer world as you're guided to as well, with that courage and that confidence. Know that you are worth it. Use your words. Your words are strong. Your words are powerful, but use your emotions too. All right. Work with both, right? That's the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. As we bring those forces together, we become an unstoppable force. All right. I'll talk to you all soon. I will check for that, Astrid. All right. Much, much love. Much appreciation to each and every single one of you. Oh, I love you, Eliza. I appreciate you so much. Definitely check out the replay. I'm so glad that you were able to pop in for this now moment right now. All right. Love. I'll talk to you all soon.